Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Landan with LMR.com. In this video, we're gonna be talking about over axle pipes for the 2011 to 2014 V8 Mustangs. Let's get right into it. All right, so the over axle pipes, the ones I have here specifically are designed to work for 2011 to 14 5-liter Mustangs or 2011 to 2014 GT500s. The exhaust piping for that year range was 2 3/4. You're also probably wondering, what about the 2005 to 2010 cars? The installation process of what we'll show today will also work for those as well. The piping itself is 2.5 inches in diameter, and the bends are a little bit different as well. So obviously, depending on the year of your car, you'll just want to buy the correct over axle pipe for the year range and trim level. The ones for the 2005 to 2010 4.6 liter 3-valve cars will also work for 2007 to 2010 GT500. So what we're gonna do, not gonna bore you to death, I'm not gonna rattle a ton today, but we're gonna pull the labels off, we're gonna check the ends, just give the piping a good once over. We're gonna show one side going on, my wife's 2014 Supercharged California Special, and then we'll jump outside, show you some before exhaust clips and then some after exhaust clips. As far as the exhaust setup goes for this car, it does have stock exhaust manifolds, off-road X-pipe, still has the factory over axle pipes with resonators, and then out back, the axle back is the Ford original quad tip muffler for the 2013 and 2014 GT500s. Enough of me rambling, let's get into it. All right, so you wanna get in here and pull all of your stickers off that you find on your over axle pipes. Usually there's 1, 2, sometimes 3 labels, stickers, whatever the heck. It's pretty simple. So when some of the labels or stickers do this, it's gonna take you a little bit of time to remove them. We're not gonna bore y'all to death with this. A heat gun will work. And of course you can let some adhesive remover soak on the sticker as well. And of course, this being metal, you can take your razor blade that's flat against the surface. After that adhesive remover has time to soak, come back and scrape this label off. Now, once we get the majority of it off, you can just take your adhesive remover and just remove the residual residue, or remaining residue. All right, like it was never there. And then you'll just repeat those steps for any more of the stubborn stickers or labels. Got our stickers off. Next thing you want to do is just inspect the exhaust pipe itself to see if you have to reshape the end section. Sometimes, you know, these can get kind of dinged up or whatever on the ends. You can get you a exhaust pipe end shaper is what this is called. What it does is you put it inside of the end of the pipe. You take you a mini sledge, strike it a few times till you make it even again. Pretty simple. Like I said, worst case scenario, but just keep that in mind that could happen. And then we'll just check over all the ends. I think we're pretty good. Also check for burrs. If you feel any, you know, you can take a file those down real nice. That one actually looks really good. And then we'll come over here to the other side of this one, and yeah, we'll reshape it just a touch. Okay, ready for installation. Okay, another area you want to pay attention to are the tabs. You notice these can also get bent, but a simple little pry bar here, pry against the piping itself, and these will straighten right out. All right, so we've already supported the car via a lift. You'll want to do the same, or you'll want to get it as high and as safe as you can if you're going to be working off of jack stands. But the areas we'll be working right here, these 2 sleeves, this connects the over axle pipe to the rear of your mid-pipe. And then right back here, you'll see your band clamp. And obviously this is what secures your over axle pipe. There's another one on this side as well. All right, for starters, we'll go ahead and break these loose. Obviously, if yours has corrosion, you'll want to soak them in some PB Blaster. Fortunately for us, we're down south here in Texas. Our sleeves are nice and corrosion free. But these are 15 millimeter nuts. And then what you may have to do, you may have to rock this a little bit. And then we're gonna leave the sleeve intact for now. We're gonna go back and loosen our other clamp, but these are 15 millimeter. Okay, on an extension, 13 millimeter. It may rock a little bit, but that's okay. That's why we left our sleeve intact. You want to back this up a little bit. That way you have room to maneuver it. Real quick note I want to make here. This car's had a few different exhaust setups before. So this clamp is a factory clamp. If you're replacing a factory muffler, this will be welded to the muffler itself. So this won't move like this. But I feel like I'd call that out that way if y'all saw this and you'd be like, what the heck, why is mine stuck? That's completely normal, so don't freak out. All right, now this being an aftermarket mid-pipe as well, this doesn't have the little locating tab or little locating dowel on the mid-pipe itself. But what you would do if you still have a factory mid-pipe, you'll take a flathead screwdriver and you'll pry that open and then slide your sleeve back. The tab is located right here on a factory mid-pipe. Now once you do that, this pipe's ready to come down. So what I typically do is I spread my long wingspan here. You're gonna wanna lift the ball portion here at the over axle pipe away, and then you can snake it down over the axle and it'll come out of the car. You will need to keep your sleeve, or you could purchase new ones. I'll leave a link for them in the description, and you'll transfer this to the new over axle pipe in the same orientation. We just gotta figure out which side's which here. All right, all I'm doing here, I'm just matching up the over axle pipe. Obviously they're gonna be side specific. It's gonna be passenger and driver. We removed the passenger side first, so I'm just matching up the new one to the old one, and this is the one we need. To reinstall the over axle pipe or install the new one, you're just gonna reverse the removal procedure. I'm not reversing it very well. There we go. And you're gonna set that section of over axle pipe into the muffler. You'll walk your over axle pipe towards. I've got this all goofed up. There we go. Walk your over axle pipe towards your mid pipe. Even it up. Slide your clamp back into position. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna run this bolt down a little bit. Okay. Still has some maneuverability. So now what we're gonna do while it's somewhat in position, this is why Ford welds these, obviously for assembly line work, but watch when you start adjusting this, see how your clamp just starts to get goofy. So it's obviously makes it easier when the clamp is still welded, but we'll maneuver this, do it the best we can. We may have to, tighten, loosen until you can get all that nice and even. You don't have to micromanage it too much, but you'll just want to get that somewhat in place how it was running previously. And then you just want to snug this down. And then we can go to the front and we can snug those down. All right, we'll reposition our sleeve where it was. We'll go ahead and run these down. Now we can give it kind of a good general once over and see if it's in line with the other over axle pipe, since we haven't touched that one yet. And that one looks pretty good. Does hang down a little bit lower, but that's okay. We'll fine tune this clamp back here. Yeah, that's about as good as we're gonna get it right there, yep. Oh, dang it. The muffler moved, son of a. All right, this is kind of the dance you play with exhausts, piping. So you change something here, you change something there. Those both act as pivot points. So typically you have to double check the tip on your muffler. Like I said, it's kind of a dance. You gotta kind of tango a little bit. Loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten. It's also gonna help if you have a buddy or a friend, look at your exhaust pipe and get everything dialed in. But we'll tighten everything back up, and then all you gotta do is do the same for the other side. All right, now once you have them installed, kind of one of the other points you want to make too is just make sure you're clear of any of like your fuel hoses, evap hoses, anything like that. These being factory diameter at 2 3/4. We don't have that issue because that's the same diameter as the pipe we took off. If this is an aftermarket over axle pipe, typically see these in 3" as well. You may have to just be mindful of certain areas and wrap those sensitive areas in like some heat resistant wrap or something like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and check for exhaust leaks real quick. We're good to go. All right, folks, that's gonna wrap it up. It's a pretty straightforward install. Granted, we have a lift, so it makes life a little bit easier for us. I've done this off of jack stands countless times. Obviously, it just takes a little bit more struggle and a little bit more time. But other than that, we'll zip it outside. We'll show the befores and then we'll show the afters. And of course, just to state the obvious, depending on your exhaust setup, it's gonna sound a little bit different from car to car. But the audible tone increase, you can expect the same since we've taken the resonators off. We're gonna go ahead and sign off for the day. If you found value in this one, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time we release something new. Until we catch you in the next one, y'all know what to do for all things S197 Mustang. Keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.